Hey everyone, Gnarlash here, and welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We're playing as Pachacuti in the Mississippian Empire on Deity difficulty, and on our last episode we just got started, and we started, building up our empire and things like that, setting our sights on essentially Isabella's empire, and this independent power here. We are at war with Isabella, although it's not something that we need to necessarily continue with. It's more to essentially take what we can, but also kind of just muscle her, like containment in a way. So we're going to assimilate this independent power into our empire. We're also going to look to expand more in this direction. And basically what we want to do is secure as much land as we can early on, and use that to our advantage. We do want to play, or at least I would like to play, a more diplomatic game this time around and see what we can do there. War is almost inevitable, but we are doing fairly well with our relationships thus far, and I think everyone else, well, Trunk is neutral, but Isabella is unfriendly with Friedrich, so if she remains hostile or negative toward the other leaders, then we should be okay to kind of stay at war with her and just kind of do what we can with this. If we can get a city out of this, it would be cool. If not, well, I mean, the war will serve its purpose. So with that being said, let's jump back in. If you do find yourself enjoying this one, go ahead and hit that like button, helps the channel out massively. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, we didn't lose our warrior, which is really good. So we have earthworks now, which gives us a settlement limit increase, and we are able to build a monk's mound, which is really good. So this will give us 5 gold. It's still not better than tool making yet, but this could get better as time goes on. So we'll just leave that alone for now. So we were able to build the hanging gardens, which is awesome. Where is the monk's mound, wonder, in the natural progression here? Hopefully it's farther. Okay, it's all the way down here. So we can afford to finish the settler, and then we can queue up Monk's Mound here, and we'll go ahead and throw it down. We'll throw it down this tile, so this tile here will share the adjacency between the two wonders. I think that would be really good, at least only because we can only put this in these two spots. So we'll queue it up here, so then that'll start after the settler is done. We do have some narrative event here. So we can get 1 production on the palace or 50 gold. We will absolutely take 1 production on the palace in this case. And we have another one as well. We can grab 75 influence or codex. Now I think we can put a codex in the palace. So we're absolutely going to take a codex, because that's also going to help us toward our science victory path, which if we can get a node in each at least, that'd be really good for us. Okay, Trunk wants to do military aid. We would love to get it. Unfortunately, we don't have enough influence to do so, so we will just take the gold, because the gold is definitely helpful. And in terms of our next civic, we can do, so burning arrows can pillage within 2 tiles, which is kind of good. And then 4 combat strength for ranged units when defending. That's also really strong, actually. So gift economy, we don't get anything from currently because we don't have any trade routes set up. +2 resource capacity in the capital is really good. We could go for a civic mastery here. Clan network could be really strong for us because we're going expansion. Code of laws would be really good for us to get trade routes up, though. So I think what we're going to do is grab our combat strength first, potentially, and then grab code of laws. No, I think code of laws might be better for us. I think we may end up having an economic game. So I think code of laws first, because we can also start utilizing a unique merchant, and then we can go for this next. I think that makes the most sense. You, sir, are kind of in trouble. Let's fire on you. So the issue is that independent powers typically don't back off, so we actually have to move that warrior out of that fortification. Now, you are kind of being lame here, so let's fire on you, and then you fire, and then you fire. Okay, awesome. So let's actually, oh no, we can't swap you out. We could deploy another archer here. Actually, we could deploy you here, but you don't get to fire yet, unfortunately. I did forget that we didn't take advancement or initiative on this commander yet, so it is a little unfortunate. But everything else is looking really good here. So we're not going to walk forward. These tiles are actually on fire still. That is pretty crazy. All right, so we want to come down and scout this region here, because I think our settler that we get here is going to come down and settle down this way for us. We should actually start looking to spend some gold too. So our guy did back off, which is interesting. There is a scout there. I kind of want you to move up. We don't really have any more warriors. We could recruit one. We could save up 1,000 gold for an army commander. That's kind of a lot. I think we'll build an altar here, actually. I think that's probably the best choice. So let's throw that right here. Did it build it? Oh, it did. It just didn't show up. It didn't update it immediately. That was weird. Okay, so that I think was a good play. Let's have you heal, and you can fire on this guy. Okay, let's have you move up this way into position there, and then you can go on alert. Who else has to move? Our scout. Awesome. Okay, so Isabella moved her scout right into range of our units there, which is good for us. It's actually kind of crazy that all these units we have are only 33 military power, and she has 91. She actually has the most military power out of anybody that we know so far. Friedrich, we would love the culture, but we can only accept this. Okay, so for our archers here, we can actually just shoot this scout. Would like to shoot more, but everybody else should just heal. I don't know how long these tiles burn for. Kind of wish our units didn't get hurt by it though, but I guess that might be too overpowered. Okay, so you can go back on alert. You might as well fortify just in case. Ooh, our declaration. Trying track is now at war with Friedrich. It's better if they fight each other so they don't have to fight us. Okay, we would like to get some scouting down this way. We do want to get some settlements down here. Maybe over here, but definitely down here for like the fishing village. I think we want to start moving over this way though, because if we can get a settlement down here, or even... Oh, she just settled right here actually. There are a lot of mountains right here. So the horses belong to that settlement. Let's click on our settler again. So if we settled here, this is pretty close, which is annoying. This would give us access to... Oh, is there like another independent power somewhere that we're not aware of? This is all red. There must be one here. I kind of want to know now. We can do the 6 culture. We kind of want to save our influence for now though. So we'll accept that. Our warrior is healed up and this tile is clear now. So we can have you move forward. Have you move forward. That boat is still there, being annoying. I'll have you fortify for now. I'm just kind of biding our time here. We would like to push this before there's any walls, if possible, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. I want this, actually, this commander to move forward here, and then you can continue healing. You should just get your last hit point back. Maybe we should have you fortify, but I think you're okay to not do that. Yeah, that makes me think that there's an independent power here, which if that's the case, that's a little strange. Okay, Petra has been built. Okay, so we can technically get free shots on this galley and just get experience for our commander. There is a fortified district here, and I doubt that this is undefended. So what we could do is move this warrior up and then fortify. We would like to take out this boat. I don't think we can do so very effectively. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move that guy up and heal. We'll start moving this archer over. Okay, we have some growth in Homa, if that's how you say that. And grab this, these mangoes here. We can move you over again. Oh no, there's no independent power there. Unless it's in this tile. Elon. Oh, there might be, actually. Well, if there's an independent power here, maybe we try to grab it. Or we can take it out, because we would like to settle here. Like, 1, 2, 3, that'd be the wine, the camels, the flax. But it wouldn't allow us for any of these other resources over here, which would be fine. We'll throw our mangoes into our capital. Let's move you down here, and then we can search. Okay. Oh yeah, this is still here too. We should grab. Okay, we can... Oh, we cannot fire on that, actually. So let's move you up. Then you can fire on it. Okay. Okay, that slinger is coming for us. This spearman is actually coming for us. So there must be an independent power here. So let's move you back, because unfortunately you're not going to be able to fight that guy on your own. Let's grab this. So we can take 60 culture for 50 gold. Or we can take 50 gold. We will take the culture. Okay, Choctaw has some growth. We will grab... I think we'll grab the wild game. Oh, and there's our first Silk Road milestone. Are we the only one that's gotten it? Yes, we are. Okay, we're actually doing fairly well. Okay, 60 culture, very cool. Wild game. So this provides more growth to towns than cities, so we will leave it in Choctaw. And then we want you to move up one and fire on this. What is here now? There's a Medjay here. So we want you to fortify. We have to be very careful of this Medjay. I can't fire on you. Can we fire from here? No, we cannot. So fortunately for us, the burning arrows actually affects the unit in this, which is really cool. I actually did not know that that was a thing. So we'll have this settlement in 4 turns. We would like to get in range of this so we can start. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Yeah, we need to be careful. So fire on you. You need to back up. You can still fire. Okay, if we can get this galley out of here, that'd be really good for us. We're not going to have you slam because that doesn't make any sense. What we will do is pack you into this commander and have our commander move up. We're already fortified, which is really good. And then our scout, well, I should have checked where that clan was from. So let's move you back and then you can fire on this guy. We'll let our guy heal up here. We would probably want to assimilate this independent power. Actually, we probably want to get rid of it. Ooh, that was not good for us. I don't even know where that guy came from. Okay, maybe we should have left our archer deployed back here. How much is another archer? 100 gold. So this archer can fire here. This, they will swap. This archer can still fire on the boat. I think it makes more sense to fire on this district though, potentially. I don't know, maybe fire on the boat? You have to be very careful where we're deploying units. Let's have you move here and search. Okay, we're probably gonna get slammed by that warrior, unfortunately. Let's move you up. Let's have you fire. Okay, I would like to deploy another unit. She does have a fortification or fortified unit here. This Medjay could be very dangerous for us. We'll skip. It's a shame we can't fortify this warrior. So we have -2 combat strength from our war weariness. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to back up. That is crazy. Not ideal for us, that is for sure. You can move up, and now we need to move back. Can you fortify here? You cannot. You can, though. You can fire, for what it's worth. You can move forward. Commander has a promotion. Resolute would be good, so we can get order. That'll give us some extra combat strength at least. Yeah, it is really a shame that we lost those units. But we did kind of push our luck, that is for sure. We do have 1 warrior left. I'm not sure what good he will do us. We do want to get out of here as far as these units are concerned. We do want to scout this out. Okay. Yeah, it's looking a little bit rough up here. Ooh, that is not good. That is another archer down. Hunnic has been defeated. Okay. Heal 25 on all units. That would heal our scout at least. We will probably never use this because we can't afford to take that much damage and we're getting slammed by those Medjays. So let's click that. Does that heal our scout? It does. Okay. That is good. All right, Saivash is ours now. Oh, maybe that's what that was, getting defeated. Okay. We have a settler here that's trying to come over, but ooh, that's not great. I don't know if our settler's going to be able to do anything here. Maybe. What we're probably going to have to do is buy a warrior or an archer and just kind of help defend with the settler here. We have to be very careful. We got an expansionist attribute point, so let's go ahead and use that. Okay, 1 population in towns. New towns start with an additional population. Let's grab that. So now we should get growth everywhere. So let's grab this cotton. And up here, let's grab... I think we can go ahead and grab the jade. And then in Homa, let's go ahead and start moving toward the horses. Yeah, I think we can go over toward the horses. That's probably fine. And then in Saivash, what do we want here? We probably want to go toward the silver, actually. Not a lot of growth here in this town. So let's grab you. Oh, you get both. That's pretty awesome. So we don't need the salt yet. But what we would want to do is move you here and then put the jade in here. We do kind of want to utilize the salt if we can for production in towns. Let's pull this. Let's give this to you. Let's put you in there. That looks good. We might want to put that to use. Hard to tell though. Okay, can we form an alliance with you? Because you do like us. Okay, so then she'll go to war with Isabella, which they're neighbors, so that's actually good for us. We need to get out of here though. Let's move you back. Have you fortify. Move you back. You actually can't shoot from there, so you fortify back here. You are in a dangerous position. You'll skip for now. Okay, what are you at currently? You're at 7 population. You're growing decently quickly. This is not growing decently quickly. Not sure what to do about you. Hotchips with declared war on Isabella. Okay, we almost can form an alliance with you as well. Maybe we should work on that. Open markets. The farmer's market could be really good for us. We would have liked to be able to scout this, but there's actually an independent power down here. We're gonna have to figure that out. Let's get this going with Friedrich, actually. Who do you not like? You're at war with Friedrich, so if we have an alliance with Friedrich, then you declare war on us. Yeah, that is a little unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that Isabella is so strong. And she's getting some really good shots on our Medjays. Let's put ourselves in a position to, so he accepted. So that's pretty good. Should help out Saivash grow a little bit. Ooh, yeah. She is just pushing the initiative. I was hoping we get to do a little bit more damage to her. But we do have bronze working now, so that's actually really good for us. Let's have you move back, and we will probably upgrade you. But let's actually have you fire on that unit. And let's have you fire on that unit. We'll have you move up and fire. Okay, and then we can deploy you here. Oh, you know what? I just forgot we didn't take initiative again. Well, okay. Okay, that was a mistake, but that archer should be okay. 6 gold per turn. We're going to accept this only because the gold is not crazy, and we do kind of want our influence for some other things. So we'll hold on to that for now. In terms of our tech, ironworking would be good to get. So perhaps we move toward ironworking, because we do want the combat strength for ranged units. Yeah, we just really need more science. Yeah, we got slammed here. Could move up one to see this. We could slam this. Might put our warrior in a bad position though. Okay, we didn't take... Oh, it hit the oh, that's not good. Why did it hit the scout? Alright, well, we might lose this this warrior here. That's a little unfortunate. Let's have you move out. Yeah, that is not great for us. That is for sure. Let's have you heal here. Let's have you move forward one. Actually, we shouldn't move this scout down at all because we know that there's a thing down here in independent power. I don't know why this warrior hit the scout. Why would it hit the scout and not the combat unit? That doesn't make any sense to me because now we're gonna get shot again. Yeah, I don't think this warrior lives now. Yeah, like see, it hasn't hit the scout. All right, let's see if we can get you to run away. Oh, yeah, we definitely want this. We definitely want science. I think I have to support this because we are really lacking in science. Okay, let's start moving you out. We really want to... Darn, we're not gonna be able to finish you off again. Yeah, we really want like some food here. We probably want this granary here. We need a lot of infrastructure. We probably don't need to be at war. So maybe we should make peace with Isabella. I don't really want to because I'm kind of annoyed she beat down our army, but I mean, should have expected that. Yeah, the way we were playing. But yeah, ultimately we want to settle down here somewhere. So potentially we have our settler wait and see what we can do. Can we get peace with you actually? You will give us peace. Will you give us a town? Probably not. Yeah, maybe we make peace now and just set ourselves up again later and get rid of this negative war support too. Yeah, I think peace is fine now. Yeah, I thought we could push her a little bit. And we did, kind of. But having that galley here really hurt us. And then not being able to fire from the back line here while we had an advantage didn't help us out either. So that is a little unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and move these units to different positions here. And we're going to figure some stuff out in terms of our infrastructure. Because we don't really need the war. We do want the territory. That's the thing. And having that natural wonder would be huge. Actually, our yields are off. They always get turned off when we load the game. Hopefully we don't lose this warrior. Oh, that's actually really fortunate for us. So that means we can fire on you. Let's see, it fires on the scout. That's really frustrating that it fires on the scout. Let's have you heal here. You got hit by something. I'm not even sure what you got hit by. You got hit by that slinger. I kind of want to have you take another hit. I'll move you up so you can probably take a hit too, just in case. We actually don't need the combat strike now, so we will absolutely accept that because we don't need to do anything else with it. And then in terms of building, we actually need to save up some gold or just get more gold in general. We will have our merchants soon, so that's going to be really good for us. That's actually what we wanted. So let's see what our policies are looking like here. Priesthood is still better. This is getting good, but it's still not better than tool making because we get the science from it. We would love to use influence, but we can't really swap anything else out currently. This is a problem. So we will fire on the slinger. We will leave our scout here to take a hit. Our settler might get slammed. We'll fire on this again. You continue. I actually kind of want you to move up here because we need to disperse this. I think we'd let our settler take another hit. Can she actually get these camels? She can't. We would like to get a settlement here, if possible. So Code of Laws is done. We now want to grab 2 resource capacity in the capital. And gift economy. That could be really good for us. So let's grab that. And then, we actually can't trade with anybody else because we're out of range until we get another settlement up, technically. And then we will be able to reach some other settlements. I think in this case can we click on our person? I think in this case we go for the marble. That's interesting that she only has 1 resource here. Technically the Kowloon would be better. And this is good if we're building wonders, but I don't know, let's grab this, I guess. Maybe we can get some more wonders. The Kowloon we won't really use, that's the thing. Let's hope we don't lose anything here. I don't think we will. Okay, Punic has been defeated again. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, let's have you hop into this commander. You actually move back here. Not really what we wanted to do. You deploy here, and then we'll move our commander up and move our warrior up to potentially take a hit. You're moving down here, which is fine. You can take out the slinger. Excellent. Everybody else is healing. That works. You can fortify or anything else, and then you can probably upgrade. Well, we'll see. We kind of want to build some stuff and buy some stuff. You need to grow 100%. And that's actually a really good spot for a granary. Let's put the granary here. So that's 4 more food that settlement is getting, which is going to be really good for its growth. Okay, let's actually have our settlers start moving up this way. So it did fire on our warrior, which is fine. This warrior is still here, which we will fire on you. Okay, and then you can fire on the archer, and then we'll deploy this warrior. We can't deploy it there because that unit's in the way. You can deploy him here. You move back. You move in and heal. You move up and fortify on the warrior. I think the warrior is more likely to get hit. Okay, we can grab some fish here. We can also technically grab this fish. So perhaps she won't be able to expand her border that far, but perhaps we go for this anyway because it does have the science on it. And then we'll grab the fish after that. I think that makes the most sense. So we have an alliance with you. Are you still at war? Friedrich, you're not. Friedrich, how close are you to being an ally with us? Almost, actually. Almost ally material. He is hostile with a lot of people, though. That's the only thing. Does this archer fire on us? Does this archer retreat? Who has movement? Oh, you're here. You actually fortify. Okay, let's try that again. Do you fire? You fired on the scout. Okay, that's actually really good. Did not burn, though. Okay, so let's get rid of you. And we'll move you up. There's another archer there. We'll move you up as well to fortify you. Yeah, we are going to want to take this archer out. Let's have you move up again. Oh, we got slammed by something. Yeah, let's not have that happen. I'll have you move down to help out, but I'm really not sure what we got slammed by. Move you here and search. There's an archer there. Okay, so we just have to be careful with that. You're going to wait. You're going to... You should move up into friendly territory and heal. Okay, you can create this trade route. So we'll do that. What is she building here? Amphitheater. So that archer moved back. There's masonry, which gives us more production, which we absolutely needed. Okay, we can actually have our warrior move up here. We can also have our commander move up here. We can have our archer move up here. So archer should be able to fire. Our warrior's probably going to take some damage, but that's okay. We're going to grab this growth here so we can grab horses. And then we also need to make ourselves up, make our way up to the wild game there too. Oh, he wants to be an ally. Okay. Actually, let's check something real quick. Are you at war with anybody? You are hostile with Track and Hatshepsut. You're unfriendly with Isabella. You are hostile with Friedrich. You're unfriendly with Isabella. She's still at war with Hatshepsut. Yeah, let's take the alliance. Oh wait, we have to go to where he offered it to us. Let's accept the alliance. That's actually really good. I think this is the most alliances we've had in any game so far, which is kind of funny. Says a lot. Okay, you still need an altar here, which we would like to get, and I think you still need an altar as well. We want to get those altars down when we can. So you move up. You need to heal. You can heal for a moment too. Okay, that looks good. Oh man, that hurts. Okay, that means our wonder's done. Very cool. So we've never built this wonder before, but it should definitely help our Silk Roads legacy path, and I think it does something else too. Gives us like more food or something. That is so cool. That is very cool. Yeah, I love this one with the birds and stuff. Okay, so resources. We now have room for you. We now have the Ming Dynasty unlocked, or the Ming Empire. Probably you can probably refer to it as both. What do we want to build now? We have actually so much to build here. We should probably build some pot cops where we can. So let's throw one down here. Our warrior can slam the archer, and then we can fire on the archer. Okay, our commander can move in and disperse this. And now you can move forward. And we settle here. We get 1, 2, wine, camels, flax, cotton. It's not perfect, but it'll definitely help. So if we move you, we move you here, have you search. Okay, we can move you forward then. We just don't want to lose our archer if we can help it. You move up. We used all your movement. I didn't think it would, but I guess the vegetated tile. Okay, unfortunate. Let's pop down an altar here because oh no, that's not where the growth is. The growth is here. You have 12 food. You have 18. Yeah, it's the adjacency from the mountains, I think, in this case, and the resource. I think we still want to put the altar here. We want it for the production gold and, science and culture bonuses. So we'll put it here. That's fine. We unlocked Bulgaria. Bulgaria is really fun to play. We did play Bulgaria last game. Okay, let's end our turn. Our scout is getting slammed. We will settle here. If we move up, we'll lose range on the cotton and the wine. And we gain range on horses, cowlin, but not marble. If we settle here, we lose a mountain. This is actually very defensible, this position right here. We would gain marble, technically. 1, 2, 3. Do we want to be that far out? I don't think so for the cowlin and all that. I don't think we want to be that exposed, right? Because I think what would be better is if we had a settlement over here, or like, yeah, probably over here. I mean, if there's fresh water, a settlement over here would be better. We do want the cotton probably more than the horses, more than the cowlin. The marble could be interesting, but I don't think it's necessary. We really do want the camels though. So we'll settle there. We are at 5 of 5 settlements. We have a narrative choice. We are 100% going to go for the science here, because we definitely need the science. We're going to build up toward the camels, or expand up toward the camels. And again, for sure, that also has our borders covered, which she's not going to be happy about. Yeah, she is not happy about that, but we're neutral with her, so that's okay. Okay, Friedrich wants to do culture. We do want culture. Do we want to spend the 60 influence, though? That is the question. We probably do in this case, because if we can unlock more wonders, right? How are we doing in terms of the legacy? Everybody's tied. If we could get some more wonders, that would be really good. So let's actually take it. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, production in the capital. Could build another pot cop. Should probably get a library down. This is probably a much better library. The science adjacency here is really nice. So let's go for, yeah, we just put the pot cop there. We wouldn't build over that. So let's put the library right there, because we're going to need that for any extra codices that we get. We're also going to need to determine where we want to put another city. So 250 gold to convert this town to a city. We have camels. So where do we want to put camels? Well, it's a city resource, so obviously we can only put it there, which is fine. This is actually kind of crazy how many resources we can slot here now. In terms of this, do we want the capital to grow more? I guess we kind of want the towns to grow. So that's fine to leave there. Let's move you. Let's have you hop into the commander. Let's have you move to Alabama. Let's have the commander move back. You move forward. I want you to hop into the commander as well. You fortify. You move forward. We can't see the archer. If I have you move here and search, now we can't, but you still can't fire on it. So we will wait for now. You need to heal. It's really annoying that the scout is like that again. If the scout stays like that, we might not be able to push that. I mean, actually, we really just want to be able to see it, because I think we might want to convert this one. So if we move down, oh no, that's not going to help us. We might get shot now. Our vision is not good enough. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Whoops. All right, let's hope that we don't get shot at. Okay, we are going to get shot at now. Oh no, we didn't, surprisingly. Okay, that's a bad position to be in. We can see this now, and we can convert it next turn. Or, well, not convert it next turn, but we can start saving our influence to convert it. We still need, 100 more influence to convert it. So definitely not next turn. Let's have you move up, and hopefully you can take a shot. And then we can retreat this archer. You can actually just retreat back to the town, because we will not be fighting that. You hop into this commander, and then this commander will heal. You can move over. Okay. You're looking decent. Okay, our archer got shot, which is fine. We do have a celebration available to us. We can grab culture, we can grab wonders. What we're researching now does not give us access to wonders, unfortunately. And we actually don't have any wonders to build, so we will go for the culture in this case. Okay, and we actually get some more, or another policy slot. So I think I would really like to take the influence, but I think we need to take shell-tempered pottery, and that's just going to give us a lot more gold, so we can improve our towns that much faster. Okay, you need to run for your life, and so do you. We will convert this though. That's on our agenda. Let's have you heal first before you do anything else. You are doing something. Not sure what you're doing over here actually. We're also going to want to build some more merchants as well. So we can buy a merchant here, but I'm wondering if we can actually queue up a merchant in our capital, and if that makes a little more sense. Because now that we have so many resource slots, we're going to want to capitalize on that. So in turn, archer's moving forward. Can slam, probably shouldn't. Let's have you retreat. Let's have you retreat. You move up. Okay, we have growth in Cahokia. Are there any other resources that we can secure? We can secure these dates here. Looks like the only resource that's left to secure, which is really good. So we'll start pushing toward that. We have growth in Saivash. We are in a celebration currently, so this would actually help a lot with that. So we do want the tin. So let's actually grab the wine since we're in a celebration, and then we'll go toward the tin next. Okay, Friedrich, absolutely. Feel free to do so. Okay, so who built something? The Nalanda. Okay, we're not looking too bad right now. Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty competitive. Our military is not amazing. This is, we have a 9 granary here. I feel like I have to build that. It has to be built on this quarry though, or this mine though. I feel like that's just too good to not build there. We still need an altar here though, which we would like to build. I think we build the altar first, then we can get the granary after that. Yeah, I think we want all the help we can get in terms of our science and culture, so we'll worry about the growth after. And Bierce has been built now too. Okay, she wants to do a cultural exchange, which we will. Okay, we can build our altar here. Okay, this one gives us 4 food if we throw it down here, and 4 gold. And that'll give us access to the tin then as well. So let's do that. Okay. Okay, you heal up for a moment. You move up some more. I don't want you to get like sniped accidentally. That would be horrible. Oh, you know what I just realized too? We just accepted that. We want to convert this. Or we want to befriend it rather. And we kind of just pushed ourselves away from doing that sooner, unfortunately. You do have a warrior outside of your town here, sir. So let's have you fire on that. Let's start moving you. Where do we want to move you to? I guess here is fine. Yeah, we definitely want some more influence. That is for sure. Okay, the wheel is done, which will allow us to get the villa, which gives us more influence if we want. We also need to upgrade this to a city. I think that would make the most sense to have this settlement to city. It does have, well, Saivash has the most real estate in terms of being able to build. I'm not sure. Okay, we have a narrative event. Let's grab the culture, and that finishes up our Mississippian civic for us. And let's check. This only gives us 1 happiness, one gold. So we'll leave that alone. We should have more resource capacity in the capital now. Oops, let's check that out. That's insane. An insane amount of resource capacity in the capital. Crazy enough. Oh no, I was gonna say the way this looks right now, in terms of the resource capacity, this would be really good if we were playing like Carthage, but we would be lacking. Like we wouldn't have access to the Monk's Mound in that case because it's later on the civic tree. So in terms of our civics, could grab that. We don't need that immediately. What we want to grab is stuff that hasn't been built yet. So Oracle has not been built yet. Petra has been built. The Emil Bell has not. That'll give us a diplomatic attribute point, which we might want. Gate of All Nations hasn't been built yet either, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so do we want Gate of All Nations? Do we want diplomatic attribute point? We probably want the diplomatic attribute point if we can get it. And Gate of All Nations would be good to have too. But we need to kind of pick and choose what we want to do. This warrior's just like dying over here. Kind of funny. Okay, there's a war going on. Trunk and Friedrich again. We may need to go to war with Trunk if we want to keep our alliance with Friedrich, though. That's not deal. Alright, we're going to go down toward the Flax now. An ally is at war. You will end your alliance and join Friedrich. Or no, yeah. Your alliance with Friedrich and not join the war. So what is that mean for us, right? So she is kind of tough. If we go to war with her, I mean, we are on her border, which is kind of sketch. So we can go to war with her. Hatshepsut will go to war with her also then. And Isabella might like us a little bit more. So I think that's fine. We'll do that. It's definitely not perfect, but it is something that we can do. I think that's fine to do. Now, in this case, we want to grab probably a monument, because that will give us some more influence. And we can put the monument right here and get that for culture, which we will do. We have fish now. We'll throw fish in Alabama, because we want Alabama to grow. And then do you like us a little bit more for being at war with Trunk Track? Not sure. Not sure if you do. You are hostile with Hatshepsut, only because we made you go to war with her, though. So for you, we would probably like to build a wall. Let's have you get rid of this guy here. We build a wall now. Not just yet. Oh yeah, now we can. 240 gold. We'll probably do that. Okay, we're going to want you to move up to scout the area. You fortify. We also want to build this 9 food granary, though. Okay, so unfortunately, +5 trade route range. I mean, the thing is we want to upgrade this to a city, so I don't know if that helps trade route range, but we're actually out of range of Hatshepsut, out of range of Carthage. That is a shame. We can upgrade this to a city next turn, and then we can kind of gauge what that looks like. So maybe build a road to a settlement. We don't want to do that. Let's actually have you move here, because maybe that's why. And maybe this is in range. Maybe that's why it's saying we're not. Now let's hope that Trunk Track doesn't like march on us, because that would be horrible. Another leader has opposed our war. Oh, that's just the war support stuff. That is fine. Let's have you fortify. You're moving over here to hang out. Scout will move. This archer is coming over, which if it moves up, that's fine. We can then attack it. So Halma, however you pronounce that. Do we want that to be a city? We are going to want to get another settlement down somehow, some way, somehow. Whether it be assimilating one of these or just building one down here to make it a fishing village, we are going to get another settlement down. So I think it makes sense to make this a city. And now we can choose production. We can grab this 9 food granary, which is pretty massive. We can slap it down right here. We can do that, and then we can move our population toward the wild game, and we'll go for the production tile here, because that's going to be most important. That looks good. 6 turns on the granary. That's not amazing. Could give Halma some production. We don't really have a lot of... We do have cotton. Kind of want production in the capital, though. That looks good. What got built? Okay, that is fine. I like that Friedrich is here doing stuff. That's good. We don't want them to be in our territory. Okay, production in the capital. We can throw down a villa. That'll give us 2 influence, which would be really good for us. Could also throw down a barracks or a saw pit. Saw pit would give us 3 production, 3 food, 2 gold. I kind of want the influence first. Okay, let's throw down the villa up here. Unfortunately, the pot cop has the best spot for it. Although it is only 1 gold, 1 food more per turn. Throwing it down up here is fine. We're mostly doing this for the influence. So let's do that. We'll probably end up building over it later on anyway. Okay, let's have you move over here. You move in. You can fortify for our archer, and then our archer can heal. Who else needs to move? You do. Let's have you start moving up this way. Okay, we have some diplomatic action going on. We are not going to be doing much fighting, if at all. So we're going to take the gold in this case. And then you are going to move over this way, because we do want to get some scouting information for sure. We're not going to upgrade you yet. You'll go on alert. You'll go on alert. You're moving up. All right. This is actually looking pretty good. Great library milestone. Not one that hasn't been done yet, though. Okay, we do want the gold, but we need to save our influence so we can assimilate these city-states, or these independent powers. So we'll just accept. Do you like us anymore now that we're at war with Trunk Track? No. Could do reconciliation. We're not going to just yet. We need to do some other stuff first. So have you run over this way. We do want to get some scouting information. Well, if you move forward, not much to do on these turns. Not bad. Who has movement? So, like, if we move our merchant up here, can we like connect? Can I build the road? No settlements within range that need a connection back to the settlement. So we actually can't increase our trade routes from here. That's not great. I mean, we could move up here and see what's possible, We actually have a good amount of culture per turn. Ooh, that's not good. All right, there's our code of laws. Let's see, what did that give us? Ethics, I think. We don't have any specialists right now, so that doesn't do anything for us. Our next civic that we're going to research. 14 food is actually pretty good. We might go for that so we can build Gate of All Nations. The Codex would be good to grab if we can. The social policy slot would be good to grab too. So I just have to keep that on our radar as we progress here. Once you're done with that, you actually can't build that wonder. Can you build this wonder? You can in 32 turns. That is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess we'll have to just have you throw it down right there, right here. And we'll just try to do it. That is a lot of production though. We're gonna have to move some production around here, I think, once we're able to. Okay, let's have you move over this way. Kind of see what Chunk Track has going on. She has 5 settlements actually. Military is not amazing, but it's definitely bigger than ours. That is for sure. Okay. Interesting that this district isn't repaired yet for Isabella. That is quite strange. Okay, production in the capital. What do we want to do here? Actually, we want to build a barracks so we can then get the Gate of All Nations up faster. So we can probably slam that over there with the villa. So if we build this here, it gives us a net gain of production, but we lose food and happiness. This is a net gain across the board. So I think we just throw that down here, and that should be good. We have 14 influence per turn now, which is really nice. So she's got another settlement over here. Let's have you hop into this commander. Alabama, you don't have a granary. Oh, no, you don't. You have a 5 food granary, though. Could give you an altar next turn. I think we'll do that first. I think the altar is what we really want. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Don't really want to build over the farm because all we're gaining is 1 food. And we're losing a happiness. We already have the production there already. So let's build it on the city hall. Okay, we're working on the Emil Bell, 29 turns. I don't know if we're actually going to get that. We'd really like to. I don't know if we're going to get it though. Discipline 2 is done in 1 turn. And then we're going to need to get Gate of All Nations down. I would like to move... We can't move resources right now. I would like to move some production into that settlement there. So if you move forward and just do a quick search here so we can kind of get the lay of the land. Okay. So in 2 turns, we can start assimilating. Okay, so we have Discipline now. So we can put Gate of All Nations. We can start assimilating Gordium in, I guess on the next turn now. So can you build Gate of All Nations? You can in 10 turns. If we put it here, it gives us 1 culture, 1 science. I mean, I think that's pretty good, actually. So we will try to build it here, as long as nobody else builds it before us. Alabama has some growth. We're going to continue toward the flax. We can choose our next civic, which in this case, Terracotta Army was built. Mausoleum of Theodoric was built. I think we're going to go toward this. I guess Colosseum wasn't built yet. Oracle was not built yet. We should probably try to get more wonders down, because I think we can still get... Yeah, we can still get this legacy path if we, well, I mean the second node anyway, if we build some more wonders. So that would be really good if we could. You need to get out of there before you die, because that'd be horrible. All right, so we can't actually do anything here. I was hoping we could, but unfortunately we cannot. Can we make peace with you yet? 2 turns left until peace. Well, let's have you move back. I was hoping we could like create a path or something to get there, but that does not appear to be the case. Okay, Isabella's warming up to us a little bit. She's unfriendly with everybody right now, so we're not going to waste our influence on trying to do anything with her because she probably won't like us enough to accept anything, or she probably doesn't like us enough to accept anything. So we can grab these dates now, and that gives us Silk Roads too. Perfect. And then we can actually expand again, which is pretty crazy. We can't get to this cotton, unfortunately. We actually can't get to any more resources. So we're going to grab the best tiles possible, which in this case I think is this farm tile here. So let's grab that. Growth in Halma as well. We can grab these horses. I think that is the play. It's more production for this, for that town. We can grab the tin here, which is huge. And then we can assign the tin here. And then let's move you to the capital and move this tin to Halma, because we do want Gate of All Nations, but this other wonder would be better for us to get if we can pull it off. So that should drop a little bit. Let's have you just move down here to kind of scout a little bit more. And then let's not forget to start befriending. Good, nobody else is right now, so that's very good for us. It'll take 30 turns, but hopefully we can pull that off. And then doesn't somebody need... Oh, next turn we get that 5 food granary down for Alabama. So that's looking good. Is that Friedrich making peace with trunk track? Yeah, we should also make peace with trunk track. Okay, Friedrich, we would love to accept this, but we can't afford to, unfortunately. Can we make peace with you? Well, that's a little annoying, isn't it? Hopefully she doesn't come for us. Let's go ahead and throw our granary down. Probably not there. Well, we do lose the one production, but we kind of lose the production here as well. The opportunity for the production anyway. This one we would lose a science on. So this is technically better to build here. So let's do that. And then we can move that population somewhere else. We can put it right here for the science, actually. Okay. You know, we probably should have started going down toward the cotton. Did not consider that. 16 turns for that wonder. 8 turns for Gateable Nations. And you don't want to make peace with us. It's a little annoying, but she actually took one of Friedrich's settlements, it looks like. Or he gave her one, possibly. Not ideal. Oh, okay. She wants to do that stuff. Well, let's have you fire. And then, I mean, we don't really need to deploy anybody, but we'll deploy you here. Could move our commander over, but I don't think we're going to. Okay, let's have you move here, and then we'll do a search. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I'll have you wait. Okay. All right, so this is looking really, really good. We would like to get rid of this war if we can, but she's like out to get us now. Though it looks like, yeah, she just lost the settlement somehow. Not quite sure how. But if we can get out of that war, maybe pick up a couple more settlements before the end of the age, that'd be really good for us. And if we could actually land both of these wonders, that'd be amazing. So we're going to try. We're definitely leaning more non-militaristic. We did have the early aggression, which didn't really get us anywhere. I was kind of hoping it would, but again, you know, it was us against Egypt, which is very difficult to fight with the Medjays. But yeah, ultimately, I think we're looking pretty decent in the second half of this age here, and we'll continue to see how that goes. So if you did enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that like button, helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.